Hey good people, and welcome back to another video with DIYs by Carolina. I hope you guys are doing well and having an amazing Sunday. So as you guys can see from the title of today's video, I am going to be doing a post-hurricane cleanup in my backyard. Y'all, the backyard look a hot mess. Let me just be honest. It blew down some of the privacy screens that I had up on the fence. Yeah, it's a whole mess. But first of all, I just want to say my heart and my prayers definitely goes out to those individuals in the Florida and Georgia area who were hit pretty bad with the storm. God knows we are praying for you all. And I just hope and pray that God will cover you all and just provide for you all. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's video because we got a lot of cleaning up to do, y'all. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm in the backyard, and so this is the area here that I want to start on first. I'll show you guys in a minute what that area looks like. It is a mess, a hot mess, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this done today if possible, and then afterwards we'll go ahead and start working on the deck space. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, y'all, so I just want to show you right quickly the area around my patio space that was affected the most during the hurricane. Keep in mind, we only got like the tropical storm winds. We didn't get the full force of the hurricane. We experienced wind gusts of about 35 to 45 miles per hour. And yeah, so it did blow down the privacy screen off the boards. So I'm gonna reattach those, and I don't think this tree is broken. I think it's just leaning over because of the privacy screens. At least that's what I'm hoping. But anyway, just to kind of give you guys a full view of what that space looks like right now. And we're gonna go ahead and get started with getting it nice and clean and spiffy. Whew. This area was already a mess anyway, y'all. I was just kind of holding back on this. But also you can see here too with the privacy screen, not sure if you can tell that it's kind of, I guess it kind of broke or something like that. You can kind of tell that. But yeah, so anyway, this is the first area that I'm gonna be cleaning. This kind of brings back memories of my canopy that I had outside. Yeah, this literally brings back memories, y'all, when the wind blew it over. Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's take a look at the next space that I'm going to be working in today's video. So the next area is the deck space. I pretty much cleaned up the front porch area. I did that earlier this morning when I got up. But just kind of show you guys what everything looks like. So it kind of blew over a few pots. There's a lot of debris everywhere. Me and my dad actually came up here and spent the week with me. So that's why we don't have the cover on this little dining table area. Normally I keep it covered, but I didn't have it covered during the storm. No biggie. But anywho, here's what that space is looking like. So it kind of braked off some of the flowers. Again, there's just a lot of debris everywhere. So I'm just gonna get the blower for this and just kind of clean up the majority of this space. This is an easy one. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. All right, so like I said before, I'm gonna get started with the hardest part, which is putting those privacy screens back up and getting that area clean. And then we'll move on to the deck. And look at here, y'all. It even knocked down my little lattice panel that I had here for my morning glories. And you can kind of see where the morning glory is climbing up this torch here. And you can see here where it was climbing on the lattice as well. So I'm gonna reattach that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. right, y'all, so to start things off, I first have to remove all the tree branches and limbs from the inside of the lattice panel. In addition to that, I also have to detangle the string lights that I had on the panels. They're all wrapped up and tangled up in the trees, so yeah, this is definitely going to be a challenge. So these are all the string lights that I had to unravel from the tree before I could actually lift up the panel to place it back on the fence. And this, again, y'all, was so tedious. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so like I said, I finally got it done. So the first panel is about to go up. So y'all, I have these 2-push lawnmowers, and wouldn't you know it, neither one of them works. So I'm gonna have to see if I can't repair it myself, or maybe hire somebody who's, I guess, specializes in lawnmowers and try and get that repaired. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have to figure out a place for these lawnmowers until I can, get one of them at least repaired. I tell you, a woman's work is never done. All right, y'all, so I finally got the second privacy screen up. That one was a little bit challenging because it was warped really bad. So it was kind of hard trying to even it at the top with the other privacy screens. But finally it's done. So now the tree, y'all, I think the tree, I don't know, I may be able to prop it up or something like that, but I thought it would have sprung right up. But I don't know. Hopefully I can still save this tree because I really, really like this tree in this area. So let's go ahead and work on trying to get that propped up so we can get this area cleaned up and move on to the day. Y'all, so here's a quick look at what the tree looks like after I removed all the privacy screens from off of it. And like I told you before, it's not snapped or anything like that. It's just bent really bad. I'm not sure if I can repair this because look at that curve. I don't know. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm hoping I can save this tree, y'all, because it's a really nice large tree which adds additional privacy in this space. So yeah, let's work on that and see if we can get that resolved. All right, y'all. So unfortunately, I don't think the tree can be saved because at this point, I would need a stake that's literally taller than the privacy screens to be able to secure the tree onto so that the tree doesn't lean over. I don't have the time or the energy to go find a stake and search. Now, too much energy. I'm just gonna remove the tree. Oh well, I'll just plant a different one here or another one here in this place. No big deals. But yeah, I really hate it, but what can you do, right? Before I move the tree, I have to kind of clear a path and just kind of get rid of some of this stuff over here to make room to, once I cut the tree down, just remove it, the branches and everything. Yeah, this is a hot mess over here, y'all. Seriously. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna remove this barrel, and look here, y'all. So I have my ferns sitting in here that I removed off from out of the planters that were on the front porch. And with all the rain, it has the barrel completely filled. So yeah, I'm gonna have to dump all that water, that mud. Ugh, I tell you. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get started with doing all that and clearing a passageway so I can get this tree through here. All right, so I want to show you guys what I'm about to do. So I did thought of a solution to saving this tree. So basically what I'm going to do, I've already cut the largest part of the branch down. So I'm going to cut the skinnier portion of the branch that's not too tall to where I could actually and easily find a stake to stake it in. And then that way, eventually it'll grow back big and strong. So I am going to save a portion of the tree after all. So just to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So you can see here where I've already cut this really, really thick piece. And then with this little small branch here, this little small piece here, I'm going to cut it to about, let's see, I'm going to try to save as much of it as I can. Hold on. You guys can see that I'm left with this little piece of the tree. So this is still a nice hefty piece here that I could potentially prop up and stake in the ground. And let me just show y'all what that looks like when I do that. So then that way I'm still saving the tree. How fantastic. And one thing about these particular trees, they grow extremely fast. So that's a good thing. All right, y'all, so here we go. So I've already staked the tree in the ground. So now it's standing up perfectly straight. Yay! Super excited. Look at that. It's already taller than the privacy screen already. So it'll be a matter of time before it really starts to thicken up get more branches. So I'm super excited. I am going to, however, trim down this portion or this side of the tree, so then that way it's not sticking out so far in this area here. But yeah, love it, love it, love it. So glad I decided to do this and keep this tree. Oh, so excited. All right, y'all, so now that that's done, let's go ahead and clean up the remaining portion of the patio space. Ooh, it's a little hot out here, y'all. So let's go ahead and try and wrap this up. Y'all, so the time is about 6:30 p.m. and I did manage to finish the patio area, so I'm gonna try and see if I can finish up the deck. Oh my goodness, I'm tired already, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that, but first let me go ahead and show y'all what the patio area looks like at the moment. And you can see over here behind me I have all this mess here I have to clean up as well. So y'all, one thing at a time. But anyway, let me show you what the patio space looks like at the moment. All right, y'all, so here's a quick look at what the patio space looks like. So a couple of things. This rug has got to go. Not sure if I'm going to remove it right now. I feel like I may need to. The problem is with this particular area here, whenever it rains, because this area slopes up a little higher, mud and whatever debris washes onto the patio space. So this area is definitely a little higher, and yeah, so that's why I'm always having a mess right in this area here, because of how high this little space sits up. So that's something I'll tackle in a later video. Probably hire some professionals to go ahead and even that whole entire area. But anywho, here's a look at what the space looks like after I've cleaned it. For the most part, y'all, why am I always so surprised when my ferns start to come back every year? So these ferns, you can kind of see here where they had pretty much died out, and you can see that here. But look at how they're coming back, which is so weird. Anywho, I never knew ferns came back year after year. I'm just going to keep it in this space. I don't even water it. That's the bad part. But I think I'm going to go ahead and start paying it a little bit of attention, but I'm going to leave it in this spot here and just kind of see what it does. But in the meantime, I went ahead and trimmed up this tree really nice, the one that I staked. So it looks so much better now. Definitely much better. And then there was another one over here. I'm not sure if you guys remember this one, but this one was all over the place too. Trimmed that up really nice and neat. So yeah, this space looks really, really good. The only thing that I need to do at this point now, and I'm debating on if I want to do it today or maybe in a later video, and I'm thinking I might do it in a later video because it's already starting to get late, and y'all already know time changes really, really quick, and I need to go ahead and get this deck done. So I may or may not do this. Well, you know what? We'll save this for a Wednesday video. How about that? This along with some other projects that I want to undertake. So yeah, that's what I think we'll do. This will be a Wednesday video for next week. How exciting. And I also think that what I want to do for next week, I want to go ahead and spruce up this little area here. This is all a part of the patio space until I actually get this area renovated, which is something I am planning to do. For right now, I just want to spruce it up, have it looking nice and clean, not so cluttered. So that is one of the things I am going to be doing on Wednesday's video. It's just cleaning up and sprucing up this area here as well. Yeah, so it's a hot mess over here, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely not where it needs to be. And I think in addition to that, for Wednesday, if I have enough time, I may also go ahead and clean up this area here as well. So really the focus for Wednesday video is going to be just kind of cleaning up the entire patio space, the remaining portions of it, getting rid of this rug, and yeah, just kind of sprucing this little space up. So for right now, we did manage to put the screens back up, so thank goodness for that. And we did spruce over here a little bit, so that was definitely somewhat of a challenge with that with that privacy screen that was warped. So now let's go ahead and do the deck, y'all, because it's getting late, and yeah, I want to try to knock that out. So yeah, so much to be done, y'all, so much to be done. So like I told you guys earlier, the deck space is not too terrible. Just a lot of debris and trash on the deck space from the storms. So I'm just going to take my time and use my blow everything off, make it nice and clean, and just remove any type of materials or anything that I had laying around the deck space, and just kind of cleaning off the space. Okay, y'all, so what I'm about to do right now is just hose down this area of the deck where the petals from the flowers have fallen and have dried on the deck space. So I'm just going to hose that down to clean that off. All right, y'all, so it didn't take much for the deck space. Just mainly had to blow off all of the leaves and all of the debris. So that's been done. That literally might have took every bit of 15 minutes. Easy peasy. And as you can see here, I used the water hose to spray up all the leaves and the buds that had fell on the deck and were sticking to the deck. That was easy peasy as well. So I'm just letting my pillows dry out. I just turn them upside down and then the water just pours out of them. But yeah, it's starting to get late. You can kind of tell that because my little solar lights have already started to jump on. But yeah, this was so easy. So deck is finished. I reinstalled my little privacy, well, not privacy, but my little screen here. It's kind of crooked. Might have to go back and redo that. But yeah, for the most part, everything is done. Super excited. Not bad at all. So just as a little quick reminder, Wednesday video, I will finish cleaning off the patio space and just making that little seating area, just making it more welcoming, I guess, a little bit more cleaner, more neater. And also, I'm probably gonna do this tonight while it's still a little bit of daylight left, just kind of clean up this little pile, little mess here. So that's not much. So yeah, anywho. All right, y'all, so that does bring us to the end of today's video. I will be seeing you guys next week, Wednesday, as we continue the cleanup process in my backyard. There are some other stuff that I have to do in the front yard space as well. So until then, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys really, really soon. Bye now.